now we are live, I think. Hello, and welcome to North Star Stamper. It was having trouble connecting, and I don't know why. There's only two of us. There we go. And I think I'm muted. All right, good. Oh, so see, I'm a little crooked here. All right, anyway. Hello, and welcome to North Star Stamper. I'm Sue Kramer. Stampin' Up! Knows me as Susan. If you are looking for a demonstrator to work with, I'd love to help you with all your Stampin' Up! Needs. That is really crooked, isn't it? I don't know. We'll just leave it like that. So welcome. Oh, goodness. I'm just having all kinds of technical stuff going on here. Oh, all right. I think we're good. Hello. Hello, and thank you for joining me. Okay, I have two reminders. Bonus days coupons. If you earned some in July, make sure you redeem them before the end of the month. They do expire on the 31st. And I found out today there is going to be a new edition, or I'll say a better way to order as a customer. Watch my newsletter this week. This change goes live tomorrow, so I'll be able to get it in my newsletter this week. I'm going to give you some pretty things to look at while I talk. So if you're in your shopping cart, this is only as a customer. It's coming to us demonstrators later, I guess. There'll be a place where you can just type in your item number code right in the shopping cart area. They showed us a demo of it today, and it was really neat, because I know I write down all my item numbers and order that way, so it's a little easier than trying to search for the items. So this is the DSP we're using today. So those two are the two reminders, bonus days, and then a slight change or improvement coming to the customer website tomorrow. All right, so we are using the All About Autumn. Let me get rid of this. Hopefully you know where to find me. NorthStarStamper.com. It's the best place to go. I do post there at least weekly. So we are using the All About Autumn Designer Series paper. I can't show you the inside of the catalog till September 6th. This is the front. Hopefully you have one of these. And since you probably already have one, I'm using the new products in here. It's only a 3-month catalog. No, 4-month catalog. September, October, November, December. And I ordered quite a bit, so if I'm going to show you everything I bought, I got to get started with it. So in this catalog, you'll find the All About Autumn Designer Series paper on pages 42, 43. It's part of a suite, but the DSP is specifically on pages 43 and 76. And doesn't that look like a nice, beautiful blanket? Oh, I'd love to cozy up while I read. And there's some corduroy, beautiful fall scene, the pumpkins, books. I haven't really used this side of this one. Nice wood grain, the leaves with the faded background. I haven't used that one either. We're going to use that one tonight. I do have some samples to show you with this one. That'll make a great masculine card. There's a beautiful one with books. I haven't used that one either. Leaves and the beautiful fall scene. So what we're doing tonight, and I have some samples I can show you, is basically highlighting the pattern paper. As you've heard me say it before, let the pattern paper do your work. So I think I will cut some of those other papers. This is probably my favorite way to use this. I cut a 3-inch strip. Actually, I cut off the bottom 5.5, so you have a 1/2 inch. These papers are 6 by 6, so you cut off 1/2 inch, and you have that 5.5, which is our card base. And then you cut it at 3 inches, and you make two beautiful cards. You can still see the pattern paper, and then you have that 1/2 inch strip to go on to add some interest to your card. So there's that one. There's the sunshine coming through. I can just smell the leaves in that one. This one, I obviously cut off part of it, but you can still see the light coming through. And then, I don't know if I flipped that one over. Nope, that's the white on the back side, or the ivory, not ivory, vanilla. So you can see that's where this piece came from. And I just mixed and matched. I cut up my DSP first and mixed and matched with this 1/2 inch strip. I think it adds a nice touch to them. So my sentiments here, I believe the You're in My Thoughts is from a old kit. I don't think it was a paper pumpkin. I think it was just a card kit. The Thinking of You is from Go To Greetings, and that's on page 97. The other ones I have here, I like this one with the pretty peacock. I have Hope You Know. You'll find this one in the annual catalog on page 22. Hope and Prayer. I thought the You Are in My Prayers would be nice to use with this paper. The Hope and Prayers on page 72 in the annual catalog. Go To Greetings is on page 97 in the annual catalog. And I have the Heartfelt Sympathy, which I thought would be good for these. Seaside Bay is on page 101 in the annual catalog. And I took those numbers right from the index of the annual catalog, which I can show you, because that's current. The index is on page 101. No, 174, sorry. Not 101. Seaside Bay. So the index, if you know the stamp set name, is a great place to go. And it has the item number, the cost, and the page on there. And whether it is in French, English, or not needed, because there's no words on it. So that's the annual catalog. Let me know if you need one of those too. Let's get busy. So the colors in here, I'm going to leave these here. Let's see if I remember my colors. Cajun Craze, Copper Clay. Now these two look very similar, but they are slightly different. Much more orange. The Cajun Craze is from the Copper Clay. We have, oh dear, Crushed Curry, Early Espresso, Moody Mauve. I have to go through. I guess that would be Moody Mauve. Our leaves. I guess. One of the, oh, I didn't show you the back sides. Sorry. Mossy Meadow, Pretty Peacock, and Pumpkin Pie, along with Very Vanilla. I forgot to show you the back sides of these. Oh, yeah. And I know it's just so hard to see these in the catalog, which is why I'm showing them to you now. So the front side was all either fall scenes or a nice, I could call them nice masculine prints. On the back side, where's my paper? I think this is copper foil. They don't tell us. I'm pretty sure we heard that was copper foil. And I don't know if you can see. Let me stand up so I can see what you see. There you go. So there's copper. Oh, that one's shining through. Very Vanilla, Mossy Meadow, Cajun Craze. It's really pretty. I do like to focus on the other side. There's the Moody Mauve. Pretty Peacock. Sorry for the glare. This one has, if I go really close, you can see there's Pretty Peacock and Moody Mauve. Oh, tiny bit of Mossy Meadow. But then there's the foil. There's some more Copper Clay, Pretty Peacock, Very Vanilla again, Moody Mauve, and then another one, if you can see. But it is gold, or copper, I don't know. It's just really fun to play with. So I want to share that it's so easy to let your paper do the work for you. On the other hand, if you were to take this one, it would not have near the same effect. Let's do it anyway. So 5.5, that's the size of our card, and we'll go 3 inches. So it was 6 by 6. So now I have 2 basic layers for our card front. That must be Pretty Peacock. That doesn't look good with any of those. I'll just fold one of these in half to show you what I'm talking about. I think you do know. You can see as well as I do that this, while it's nice, it really needs to have more added to it. I don't think I have anything punched or die cut yet to go to it. Whereas if you take, where's that one I hadn't used yet? Same with this one. You cut that up and there's just not much to it. The leaves, that's better. It gives you some more interest. The books, that would be kind of fun to do with the books. Where did that one go that I had not used? Oh dear, too many papers. There's 12 in here, by the way, and you do get 4 of each. All right, no, it's missing. I've been playing with this a lot, so let me me know if you have any questions. I'll try to look at comments. I see you are commenting. Thank you. I appreciate that. Where did that one go? I don't think I used this one, did I? Uh-oh. Where did it go? This one. Yay. The colors in there are just stunning. So we're going to cut 1/2 inch off the bottom. These are 6 by 6, but our card bases are 5.5 by 4 1/4. So 5.5 by 3. Oh, isn't that pretty? And we can decide what color to put that with. I have some pumpkin pie. Sorry I was a few minutes late. I don't know what happened. I tried to go live and it said I had poor wireless connectivity. Well, Andrew and I are the only two home right now, so, and he wasn't having trouble. Pretty peacock. Very nice color for fall. Are you ready for fall? I am. We are supposed to be above 90 the next 3 days. I keep joking that it's just getting me ready for Las Vegas. Because I am going to Vegas on Thursday for a leadership conference with Stampin' Up. So I'm very excited. Okay, look at that. Isn't that pretty? On the other side, maybe we'll put it with that. Let's cut some more. I'm going to add some more interest to our cards with a little bit of early espresso. Again, this is 5.5, so I'm just going to cut some strips. That pumpkin pie is just so bright to me. I want to tone it down a little bit. So I'm just randomly, I don't know, 1 inch-ish. I like to make them wide enough so that adhesive is easy to add. That's how I roll. Okay, and then this is the piece we cut off from this piece. So I don't know if it'll go with this one. I don't think it will. Yeah, there's some moody mauve and whatever in there. Let's cut some more 1/2 inch strips off some of these other papers. There we go. This copper clay will look really nice with our card here. I'm going to cut off the top. I kind of like the bottom with the path with the leaves. So I'm going to cut off the top at 5.5 or 1/2 inch. And that we can add to our card. All right, let me get some of these together. When I made these, I just cut my DSP up and kind of laid it out with which cardstock I wanted as my base. And then I just played around with these extra strips, to be honest with you. One of my favorites is this one. Can you see I just took this piece, was the other copper clay, and I cut it in half, and I just have it coming out both sides of my focal point. This one I didn't even add embellishments to. Some of them I did, where there's more of the card base showing. So it just all depends. All right. Let the pattern paper do your work. That's kind of my philosophy. I'm going to leave those there. I know I've got a mess on my screen. I'm sorry. So we're going to make sure it's open at the bottom. I've been known to put things on upside down. So are you going to be warm where you live? I haven't checked too many other places. So I'm going to use my grid sheet, my grid paper, to make sure this is lined up. So I'm going to go 2 blocks above and 2 blocks above. The first couple I did, they weren't quite straight, so I like to use my grid lines here. So let me look at comments real quick while I add adhesive. So hello, hello, hello. Deb, I agree. This is very unique designer series paper. Great for fall. I kind of wish they would do something like this in the spring as well. Because these are I'm going to make these all sympathy cards again. But I don't know that I would use this paper on a spring sympathy card. I don't know. Just personal preference, I think. Oh, look at that. Let the paper do the work. You really don't need any more than that. That'd be a nice note to a friend. I am going to put a very vanilla layer on the inside. That would be another great use for these little strips. You could even use the same side. I don't know if they'd notice, but put this at the bottom and you could be done. You know what? I think I am going to do that. I think I've mentioned before that I have pen pals now. And so all these cards that I make that just say friend or hello on them, that's what I've been using to send to them. I thought I was getting 1 pen pal. I got about 6, which is fine. I don't write them every week. One lady does write quite often. I had too much adhesive on there. I'm going to set this aside. I'll just trim that off and layer it on the inside. By the time we're done with our video, I'll be able to finish that one. And now I have adhesive all over my fingers. Oh, look at that. We will do a little more with this one. Which way do we want it? I kind of like it this way. Isn't that pretty? Let's put another brown on the side. Again, this is early espresso. I'll be a little more light-handed on that. Sorry, I'm going to go upside down for you. I'm going to go 2 blocks in. See, I'm not quite straight. But that liquid glue gave me time so I could line it up perfectly. Now I'll turn it around. Part of me hates covering up this foil, but I really like the leaves. I'm just guessing. That's pretty straight. All right. Let me show you what else I have on my table today. I don't know. Do we want to add some green? Maybe. I don't know. We'll play around. I think I'll cut some more 1/2-inch strips off. That's the 6 inches. I thought it might be kind of interesting to use the Cloud Punch. I believe the Heartfelt Sympathy fits in the Cloud Punch. Let's try that. And do I have? I do. I only have thick Very Vanilla. I'm out of regular Very Vanilla. I don't know how that happened. I need to put it on my next order. So let's grab Heartfelt Sympathy. And I wish we had a block that was like 2/3 of this direction, that it were that big, but we don't. Or the other thing that would be good, it would be half of that, but I just have to be careful when I ink. All right, what color? I think we're going to do Cajun Craze. I do have Cajun Craze, Early Espresso Mossy Meadow, and Pretty Peacock. All right, so there's my punch. So I do need to put it near the bottom. I don't know if you can see me. Yes, you can. There we go. So I'm going to punch first. Close my ink so I don't get ink everywhere. I already have adhesive everywhere. So then I'm going to line up just like that. Don't you think a cloud would be nice on a sympathy card? I don't want to cover up these leaves, so I think I'm going to put it like a cloud in the sky. I want a different paper but here, though. Yeah, I do want some bling kind of. Grab my trimmer again. Don't you think some ivory with the foiling? I think this one. Oh, that's pretty. Let's cut a 1/2 inch off here. And I'm going to put that right there. Oh, but now this is 6 inches. We only need it 5 1/2. 5 1/2. That's not a bad piece of scrap, right? We're using the rest of our scraps to decorate our cards or the inside of your card. You could even put this on your envelope. Deb sent me a card not too long ago, and she just used 1 or 2 of these, I think, on the envelope flap. And it was, I knew something fun was going to be inside that envelope. So that was a great way to use our scraps, too. I'm just going to guess there's that. I'm going to use some dimensionals. I think they're on my table somewhere. So I am going to do the craft show in October, again at Diane's church. And last year somebody asked if I could stamp inside my sympathy cards. She said, I never know what to write inside cards. So I thought this stamp is perfect. And it is from the Hope You Know, this one here. It says, may you find peace in the days to come and in the loving thoughts that surround you now. I thought that was very nice. So we're going to use the same color and stamp that on the inside. Make sure I'm somewhat straight. Hold it for a second. Perfect. I can see it's still wet, so I'm going to give it just a minute to dry. And I have some embellishments here, but I'm not sure I really need them. I'll pull out what I have that I thought coordinated well with all these other products. This suite does have some embellishments. I can't remember what else. A stamp set, dies. I only got the paper. I thought I had enough other products to coordinate with it. I'm not going to touch my stamping there because I think it might have still been, see, it was wet. I was right. You can still see it's still a little damp. Heartfelt sympathy, then our nice message on the inside. So when I sell these, I package them up with an envelope, but so they're not going to be able to open it to see what I have stamped on the inside. So on the inside the clear envelope that this will go in, I'll put this on there with my information on another piece of paper so that they know it's not blank on the inside. So there's one card. All right, let me grab. Actually, that's two cards, isn't it? I think this one's probably dry enough. Take my scissors, snip. Another very small piece. That's probably, what, 3/4 of an inch. I think this one doesn't even need. We're going to put that at the bottom. I don't think this needs anything. Isn't that nice? I think it's beautiful. You can obviously add a lot to them. I am choosing to go simple today. I have a couple other ideas. Let's make a couple other cards. Which one? I kind of like that. With the crushed curry. Let your paper do your work, right? All right, did I already cut? It is 5 1/2. I think we're going to cut it right. I'm not going to measure. I'm going to look at the photo. So I'm going to cut right in the middle where that path goes. So you can see on this piece, there's a path, and this piece, there's a path. So we get two nice cards. I don't have that much cardstock left, though. Oh, I do. We can do 2 more. We'll make them quick. Oh, look at that. It really brings out the colors. Having that color coordination, knowing what colors they put into these photos. And I'm sure they tweaked it so that it does match our, in this case, this is copper clay, I believe. That's the Cajun craze. And our crushed curry to get these yellows to coordinate with that yellow. I don't think it matches perfectly, but I think it's stunning. If you ask me, I know you didn't, but that's okay. Look at this. You could put this, maybe put that on the inside. That would have gone nice. Oh, you know what? We're going to do that. I'm just finding scraps on my table and adding more interest to my cards. So inside that was 5 1/4. And to be honest, that's how I made this is how I made all the other cards. I just cut some paper and mixed and matched because I knew the colors would coordinate. Oh, I hate covering up that gold. I keep saying that, don't I, or the copper. let's see, what was I going to say? I have not purchased much of the Christmas paper in the catalog yet. I think I will. Actually, I expect to get some prizes. We call it Prize Patrol at Stampin' Up! So I plan on coming home with some more product. I'm assuming it'll be from this catalog. What does that need? So that's why I haven't purchased more paper. I'm expecting to bring some home with me. We could do brown. We could do a piece of this. I don't see any pretty peacock in those, or moody mauve. No. Green. I think either the copper clay or this one. What's this on the back? Let's cut this one up. I'm not sure I'll be using the books. It's nice enough. I'm going to cut this at 5 1/2. But then I need to trim this piece down to 5 1/2. There's my tiny half-inch square. And then I'm going to cut a few strips. So hopefully this is 5 1/2. Yep. And I don't know. I'm just going to cut a few. And I'll be quickly making cards. Like that one's kind of thin. Just enough. Alright. I think I'm going to put it on top, the narrower one. So the other punch I have is the decorative circle. And I thought we could stamp a small sentiment on it and cut it in half. And that might be a nice addition, because I don't want to cover up this paper. It's too pretty to cover. Alright, so I'm eyeballing. It's pretty straight. And then we're going to use this narrow one. Sorry, I'm not reading comments. I think I will take a minute. Oh, somebody's commenting. Hello, hello. Let's see. Let's stamp Heartfelt Sympathy again. I'm going to use the Cajun Craze. It coordinates with all these papers. I'm a little crooked, but that's all right. I'm going to punch it out. Let's see. Alma loves the DSP. I do too, Alma. Fall is my favorite, and oh, just lovely, lovely. Oh, she's going to watch the replay. Anne says 3 dots. On which card, Anne? On the one I didn't put anything on? I already lost it. This one? No, not this one. All right, let's get back. I'll pull them all together when I'm done. So I'm going to hold this. Actually, you can see I use this for something else, and I have marked where the half point is. Right there and right there. So I'm going to make sure my sentiment is above those lines and straight. So I looked at the line from here to here, and I'm going to punch that. Then I'm going to bring my trimmer back. And then line up. Actually, what I'm doing is I'm looking where this indentation is and this indentation, and I'm going to line it up so that they, oops, let me grab a Post-it note. So I'm lining up where those indentations are. That one's not quite right. We have a note for tomorrow. I'm just going to trim that off. I suppose I could have cut the circle and then stamped on it, but this way I know it's straight. Where'd my card go? That might be a little much. Oh no, I think that's going to be perfect. And then we will add, as Anne said, 3 dots on the bottom. Let's add that. Just with adhesive. Anne says the crushed curry card. This card was, well, was there another crushed curry card? I'm going to move this over so you can see that path. Just like that. Let's add this and then we'll do the embellishments. And we'll call it a day. So, once the catalog goes live, you will be able to go onto the website and see every piece of DSP. I like showing it now so you can see it beforehand, because the catalog just does not do it justice. And even seeing it in this video, I'm sure you would be more amazed. I know I was when I purchased it. I don't think I'm going to add any to that. I kind of like it without. The colors are just right. And I think I could have done something on this side. Let's see. I could do something across the bottom. Let's put this one across the top. I really like that. Oh, decisions, right? I don't know. This time I'm going to do it the other way. I'm going to punch right where I have my lines. I know that's half. Let's grab another sentiment. Let's see if you are in my prayers from Hope and Prayer Fits. I think it will. I think. We'll try it. If not, it's only paper. Ink is hiding. I have a mess today. Sorry about that. Put that over there. I am anxious to get some of that Christmas paper and see how close. I need to be more gentle, not push so hard. Two sides, turn it over. Try again. Making sure not to rock. Much better. There's that. I'm going to let it dry for just a second. Must be enough red in here. The red inks I always have trouble with. They always take a few extra minutes to dry. Oh, that's going to go right there. I can put adhesive on it and then I'll turn it over to burnish it. I can't see what I'm doing. See, even this is the first one. You can see it's coming off in my adhesive. I'll put it almost to the corner. There. And the embellishments I have pulled out are the rustic metallic adhesive back dots. I just think the rusticness, and I believe these are like copper color. There's some copper clay here in the adhesive back solid gems. I believe those are current. These might not be available right now. And then the in color dots also have the copper clay. So let's see. Oh, that one will work. This is supposed to be wild wheat. I think it'll coordinate very nicely with our crushed curry. I'm going to do 3 small ones. One in the middle. Let's use the putty side. Maybe. Doesn't want to come up. They are sticking today. Let's see if that's straight. Straight enough. And then I do have a piece for the inside. I don't think I put one in here yet, did I? Nope. And I will also stamp on the back so people know that I use Stampin' Up! Products to create them, which is part of the Angel policy. When I sell cards, I do need to put that they were Stampin' Up! Products I used. Stamps especially, but I like people to know where the paper came from too. Oh, isn't that lovely? I think it's nice if I do say so. It's all in the paper. What did I add? I added a punch and a stamp and some 3 little dots. If you have blends, you could easily use rhinestones and color them with your blends markers, your alcohol markers. and get that to coordinate. Any yellow would do, I think. There, and I can even use a piece of this on the inside if I want. I'm not going to, but you could. You could very easily put some of that in, or on the top or bottom, or both, to use up these scraps. There's lots of ideas. So there's some of our cards. Do we need... Let's see. Did I have another? Okay, and I think this is the card. This is the only crushed curry card I have today. So you must have been talking about that. You know what? Let's add some of these dots. I have them out. While I'm doing this, I'll show you the other things I had. I think this is retired. It is the frayed ribbon, but that was a very vanilla. So I thought that would go well. You may have that in your stash. The wavy trim is very much on the same line, and that would go well. The faux suede trim, I know this is retired, but this has been gone and come back a couple times. The other thing I thought that would look nice with this suite is the linen thread, if you have that, and I just didn't grab it today. So lots of options. You probably have some embellishments in your stash that would look really nice with this. I think we're going to put 3 up on this side and off to the side. 1 just isn't enough. So I am looking forward to fall. Watch my socials and join me in September. I've got a few different things happening in September. Of course, that's not for a couple more weeks. This one needs some of these. No, changed my mind. But come September, I'll have some new things for you. Here's another idea with our scraps. You can see those in the background. And then this was a very vanilla that I embossed with the weave, I think. And then I added some crushed curry, I think, or browns. No, it looks like crushed curry after I embossed it. So that's another idea. This one was with the ends were punched. So let your DSP do the work for you. And like I said, you'll be able to see all pieces, both sides, once it's live September 6th. But I wanted to show you that today. Let me check comments and look for questions. Thank you all for joining me. I do appreciate it. Lots of people watching. Thank you. I appreciate it. Have a great evening. Have a great week. And I do expect to be back and live again next Monday. Take care, everybody.